Going live. Gib what?
Gib Westworld Season 2.
It looks like we are live, and I'm going to say hello, everyone, and welcome to a terrible stream for terrible people. How are we all doing this magnificent Monday? I hope you've all had a terrific weekend. I had a very, very grown-up one. Well, I say I had. We had. We went couch shopping, and we sat on a lot of couches, and we found one that we were like, sit on it, and we're like, ah. Most of them, you just either sink into it, or it's just like, why did they fill this couch with rocks? And then, yeah, we found a good one, and we were very happy. Very happy people. But then I realised, holy shit, I've turned into a fucking grown-up.
Well,
So,
yeah, I think this is actually the first time we've actually bought a new couch.
It's definitely the first time we've bought a new couch.
Yeah.
It is not the first time we have spent more money than makes any sense to me on a piece of furniture.
Yeah.
Like when we bought the bed, which is a terrific bed, not gonna fucking lie. But fucking hell. Grown up prices for a proper good bed is just something that you're not prepared for in your little chimp brain. Oh man, I got your warning and I tried really hard not to, but I need to know how bad it is that I accidentally touched that. Oof.
Oh no.
Well, I mean, you know what happened, so you know. Gosh, I warned you that there would be consequences. Nebulous consequences. People constantly ask me what is. So I don't fucking know.
I got a notification for the stream. That doesn't usually happen.
I love it when you get like a notification for the video like 4 days afterwards.
Oh yeah.
Even though you're belled and everything else.
Yeah.
But no, you know, YouTube works properly and is functioning how it's supposed to, because the thing that you asked to get, it gave it to you eventually. Hey, I'm late. Am I terrible enough for the stream? Well, you're certainly not late enough. If you were truly terrible, you'd come when the stream was over or about to be over and then complain that it's about to be over. That's what the real pros do. Watch, someone will turn up and do that. Oh, damn it, I'm late. Oh, sad face. It's like, why do you care? I will never, and I will never not talk about how I don't understand that any of you show up.
Yeah, it's very
These
strange.
are not good streams. These are not worth your time. Half the time, all we do is talk about fucking food. I had really nice bit of bread with a bit of salad.
And somebody does mention cheese as well.
Cheese again. But no. Yeah, we did the couch shopping. Also, a friend of ours has been pretty struggling with money for a long time, and so I decided to prank him. He needs to upgrade his computer because it's fucking old. It's like hardware that's like 10 years old. I said, do you know, I know you want to upgrade it and you're going to do it over time, but why don't you let me just buy a bit of it? And then I bought him everything he needed to actually upgrade it properly. Motherboard, RAM, and a CPU, because we'd never bought him a gift before. So we thought, fuck it. Let's get him something good, and then we never have to buy him anything ever again. No, but it'll be good. It'll hopefully improve certain things, and he'll get to actually finish Elden Ring, which is the most important bit. Yeah, so I'm very bad at pranks. I did the same thing to my brother. I told him that I was buying him a T-shirt, and I got him a Quest 2 instead. Because, yeah, you stole the rest of his money? He didn't have any money. But yeah, I'm sober. Sorry. Well,
my condolences.
I will drink for you. I come for the self-loathing. I'm really good at that. If there's one thing that I'm good at, it's self-deprecation. We must be a bunch of masochists. I mean, I can only assume. No good streams are the bestest streams. That's true. Yeah, so I always found it funny, especially back before I started naming the stream. An RTX? No, I didn't buy him a fucking RTX card. I'm not made of money. I got him a motherboard. He had most of the parts of the computer. He had a reasonably recent CPU and a good enough power supply, but he had really old motherboard. He was running DDR3, people. He was running DDR3. We've just moved into DDR5. It was pretty fucking old. Yeah, those are reverse pranks. Yeah, but I don't like pranks. I don't like proper pranks. I think that they're fucking horrid. I can't stand it. It's always been something that I found I wouldn't do it to anyone else. So when someone does it to me, I just think, you're a prick. It's not funny. Fuck you. So I like my idea of the reverse prank. Do something nice for something, but do something way nicer than they were expecting and go, haha, fuck you. And yeah. And if they get pissed off about it, then you know for a fact that you just don't need to talk to that person anymore.
You prank me by getting me gifts.
I do.
I prank you by occasionally looking at you and flipping you off.
You sit there staring at me.
I stare at you long enough, and I know you know that I'm looking at you, but you refuse to look at me.
Usually because I'm fucking working. And you're like, be distracted. Nothing wrong with DDR3. I'm sure. Oh man, you should be running a better chip than that. You are missing out on performance on that 3070. I promise you. Unless you've overclocked the fucking snot out of that 4790K. Yeah, because I had a pretty decent setup, and I got a 3080, and then I upgraded it significantly, and now it's I was missing out on a lot of performance dips as well. Anyway,
I'm dying inside.
Yeah, Mrs. Sick is dying inside. She can't do computer talks. She enjoys the benefits of my computer savagery.
Yes.
Savviness.
Savagery.
Savvy. It's savage because I'm so
Luminous.
savvy.
Bacon, 73% fat, very salty. Me too, bacon, me too.
That's true. Even if you were made out of money, you'd have to decide how much of yourself you would cut off to get that card. I mean, it did require some. I mean, I got my 3080 by pre-ordering it on the drop day, which was fucking painful to do. I did pay for it in 4 installments and still didn't get it until like 2 months after I finished paying it off. But, you know.
Prank them with kindness, then drop an insult.
Yeah, exactly. But I like that. I like that kind of prank. It's cool.
Yes, Alfonso, pull my finger is a prank. I did it to one of my daughters today. I just pointed at her, so she pointed at me and went, no, pull my finger. And she went, she pulled my finger, I farted, and she thought it was the funniest thing ever, and then tried to fart herself, and she kept going, stop straining.
I don't see pull my finger as a prank necessarily. Like there's pranks and there's pranks. Like pull my finger is a practical joke, maybe.
Like, but it's like the lowest tier of prank.
Yeah, I'm fine with pull my finger because it doesn't hurt anybody. I don't like it when someone pushes you into an ocean. Haha, you nearly died. Like, oh thanks, that was fucking hysterical. I'll be sure to make sure you nearly die sometime. Except forget the nearly part, you fucking prick. Yeah. That could have gone very wrong. Oops. See, that would have been a horrible prank. Did she me herself from a poo? No, thankfully. But yeah, gotta teach them not to fucking strain. Fucking blow themselves up. My uncle did the pull my finger and shat himself. Good job, uncle. Good job. Pull my. Could you not have pulled it so hard? Any cheap Greg's gift cards going?
Oh, that's peak gift giving. That is.
Oh man, I like the you know, it's a horrible thing to do and you shouldn't do it. But there is a part of my brain that finds it amusing getting someone a gift card and using most of it. That's such a dick move. That is so fucking horrible a thing to do. I can't deny it's pretty funny.
Is Kent Hovind a prank?
No, Kent Hovind is like
Is a disappointment.
like I'd call him a joke, but jokes are supposed to be funny, not incredibly sad and fucking irritating. The wife's video card gave out. Chip is da, and I got that. Cool. People don't want to hear the numbers.
That is a lot of
It's
jargon.
many numbers. I understand the numbers, but some people wouldn't.
Yeah, but I could just type anything in.
In our house, we call them hard farts. I thought they were chunky style. I guess it depends what you're doing. It could be smooth. My uncle ever asked me to pull his finger. I'm running for cover. You might need to fucking leave the country. My friend pranked me with a jump scare while walking into his house. I pranked him back by jumping, tripping, and falling through his glass door. I hope you weren't hurt. Because, see, there is a judgment of the strength of a friendship or how much of a dickhead they are. If someone pranks you, or if someone spooks you, I don't see that as a prank either. That's a jump scare. Not the greatest thing in the world, but it doesn't tend to do permanent harm. But yeah, you fell through the door and probably hurt yourself a bit. If they were like, "Oh my god, are you okay?" then good friend. If they were like, "Oh, I can't believe you broke my window," fucking asshole.
Bad friend.
Bad friend. Good friend. Bad friend. Shots are a bad time.
I call them cargo farts. Farts that deliver a load.
What is your obsession with my horse? I don't have a horse. I've never had a horse. There's pictures of me on a horse, but that's drawings. That's artistic interpretation. I would. Would I have a horse?
No.
If it required absolutely no upkeep or expense, I'd have a horse. But of course, that is not even close to fucking what a horse... Like, the concept of a horse is very cool. The implementation of having a horse. We actually live somewhere where we regularly get them wandering by. And, God, the piles of shit they leave are fucking just fantastic. Yeah, I'm not into that. Why no horse? Because they're fucking expensive. And I've got to be spending money on couches and bad pranks. Oh. But bear in mind, the couch has been bought on credit. But interest-free because we're very grown up. And we will pay it off on time. Because, yeah, never ever buy something unless you could buy it outright and then buy it on credit. Because it does wonders for your credit rating. I know. It's almost like I'm a grown-up.
From Sessig.
It's not bad. I am not a financial advisor, but there's no way that's not fucking good advice. Have I played Kingdom Come Deliverance? I'm quite hungry. Yes, I have played Kingdom Come Deliverance. Henry is a fucking Chad, and I love him. And we're looking forward to this. We were actually talking about this the other day. We're looking forward to the sequel.
Yeah, I am.
Hopefully.
I really liked the first one.
Hopefully it's good. And maces are OP. If you don't know that maces are OP, do a mace only run. You will fucking tear people apart.
Would me six say horse? Horse.
Say the word horse.
Horse.
There you go. There are no H's in her vocabulary.
What about a white horse?
What about wit horse?
You say that white.
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 There's white.
There's no T in it.
White.
White.
White. White.
White horse.
White horse.
You call all white horses Mr. Sparkles anyway.
All white horses? Fuck!
It's infected you.
She's infected with northern. God damn it. Knew this was going to happen one day.
Henry as well.
Henry. No, I say Henry, definitely.
Henry.
Jesus Christ, that's his name. Get a dog, they eat horse crap. I'd rather not experience that. Thanks. 0% for a year is basically free money. Exactly. Well, I can barely tolerate my cat. A horse would make a better emergency food supply. I mean, I suppose, but getting it into your kitchen is probably significantly more difficult. Cat's easy. You chuck that in the oven straight away. No problem. But a horse, you got to get like tools and shit to get any use out of that meat. Nah. Cats are more simple. Portable. Cats are portable emergency food. There you go. That's my other financial advice. Cats, portable emergency food. When my mum says white, she pronounces the H very heavily, but barely pronounces the W. So she says like height.
It's like height.
Height.
That's weird.
That is fucking bizarre.
That is a weird accent.
I would love to hear what that sounds like. I'm doing a hardcore run with all negative traits because I'm so cool. Sorry, I can't help myself. They're all asking about a horse because a knight with no horse is just heavy infantry.
Right. Look at the picture, right? The picture, he got sick, and then next to him is his horse. Done.
There's only one horse.
Horse, right there.
What?
The one that's dressed in green.
Yeah. But there's only one, so you're using the plural of horse. I think I'm funny. How many ways to skin a horse?
One.
I don't know. Depends what direction you go from.
Oh, God. Thanks, Brain. That's great imagery.
A horse is a better escape route when the cops show up. I mean, I would love to watch that high-speed pursuit. That would be fucking hysterical. Flippity-clop.
You just put a cat straight in the oven.
Spoon stuff at some point in the future.
I'm working on it. Fuck me.
She hates it when people ask. She also really hates compliments. So ask for more episodes with compliments, and she'll drive you. You will literally drive her insane. I don't know why I'm giving the internet advice on how to drive you crazy. It might be because I'm a complete fucking asshole.
I'm not good with people. You probably know by listening to the stream. So when you leave comments on my YouTube channel, I tend to ignore them.
She doesn't know what to do about them.
I'll just look at it and go, okay. Don't do anything with it. I'm not good at people.
Buy on credit if you can afford it and eat felines. Look out, Dave Ramsey. There's a new financial guru. Pooh wants you to do something. Do it.
Happy Harry's hungry or early or helper's house.
Happy Harry hungry holy horse helper's house. It's almost like there's H's in those words or something. What?
It's just the fact it got me to say everything without any H's.
Yeah. And you were like, oh, one of these has got to have an H in it as I say it.
I've just noticed, even the word H, I don't put a H in it.
Well, you don't have. I don't think with H you have to.
How do you say it?
You can say H.
Yeah, but that's how you say it.
I say H.
H.
H. A C H E.
What?
H. Akka. Run like the wind, bullseye. The feds are on your tail. I mean, it would be fantastic to watch. I personally opt to ride away on a horse, which I'll be eating later while hurling flaming cats at my enemies. I mean, flaming cats are excellent because if they're still alive, they're really pissed off. So they're not just a ball of fire, they're also a ball of claws and hatred. It's fantastic. Don't do any of this. It's fucked up, but it is funny to think about. Flaming cats are much harder to handle than flaming ferrets, but the ferrets barely do any damage on their own. They're like, you got your fire damage, but you've only got physical damage in minimal levels. You've got to have a cat. They're tiny knife machines. New fan here. I like fans. I've got a fan on me right now. Thank you, Alex. H is the spelling I usually see. H? I have no idea how H is spelled. I think it's
H.
the letter H, and that's it. If I'm talking about the letter H, I say it with the H. This is so fucking asinine. It's great. Life of Brian would have been less funny if Michael Palin had just used his normal voice as Pontius Pilate. I mean, yes. Thanks for that mighty insight. I don't know if you're being sarcastic or just really fucking obvious. Ah. There's more than one way to peel a dog. Probably. Jesus Christ. Is anything not pissed off when on fire? Candles. They're fine with it. Candles are suicidal. Hate life. They just want to be a puddle. What?
I just love your insight. Candles.
Am I wrong? Tell me where I'm incorrect, and I will correct.
Depends if you meant sentient or not.
What, candles aren't
They
sentient?
did-
What's
to
the
be
point
honest,
of setting them on fire
They
then?
They didn't specify sentient or
There,
not.
there,
sir.
there was no specification of sentience, but I mean, all the candles I burn are alive.
You don't burn candles. The only time you ever burn candles is when you want to put candles in bathroom for my bath.
Yeah. I don't burn candles. I just do it regularly to please you.
You haven't done it in years.
No, because I don't know where the fucking thing is.
Yeah, I know. Because they're mine.
But I ask you if you want them first, and you go, yes, please.
Yeah, we haven't asked in a long time either.
Because I couldn't find the fucking thing. I see the thing, and I'm reminded. I could just stop running you baths.
I know that. You haven't
She-
run your bath in a long time.
I hope you're joking. You fucking asshole. I really should stop doing nice things for her, because she's an ingrate. She's a massive ingrate, this
Yeah.
woman.
Do things for me now.
I do things for her, and she's like,
Give Westworld.
give me. Like, when I offered to do something, she just goes, yeah. She doesn't go, yes, please, or yes, thank you. Just, yeah. She's, ugh.
I forget.
What does... Your basic...
I don't think you're I forget. It's to me. It's just a question. It's a
gonna-
yes or no.
I was going to call them morals.
Do it the only time I ever remember manners is when the girls forget to say it.
Oh, yeah, then it's just like... I didn't get thank you said to me for bringing you a cupcake. I don't know. The first thing that came to mind.
The only
Now
time
I want a cupcake.
I forget to say it. It's a weird social cue thing.
Should I poke you and say, oi? Oi, Rudy. If you frequently burn candles only for her, is that a sacrifice, a burnt offering? No, it's a candle. Fuck me. It's not anything big. Jesus.
Oh, don't turn on closed captions with me. Jesus
Oh no, it's
Christ.
complete gibberish.
Yeah, half time it has no idea what I'm saying. It's great.
Just joined. Why are we eating candles? We're not eating candles. Candles are for sticking up your ass. Apparently that's quite common.
Really?
From what I've seen of whenever they come up with what's the most interesting thing you found stuffed up an arse, and every single time I've heard candles. And once
Weird.
light bulb. Unbroken, fully formed light bulb. Why would you even try? At least today they're like those plasticky
right?
ones.
I don't know. I don't know if it's just pure curiosity, or if they're doing it because it's like, oh, I wonder if it feels good, or if they're doing it because they've done stuff like that before and they like it's their kink.
As
But
a curious person,
I don't get the urge to shove things up my ass.
as a person who has great curiosity for the world around me, I look at a light bulb and I don't think, I wonder what that'd feel like up my ass. I've got a pretty good idea what it would feel like up my ass, and I don't know what it would feel like if it broke. But I'm very happy not knowing that.
I'm ignoring chat now because I'm talking to you. Do
What?
you say an earth or as an earth or an earth? Drop the H. And
At-ers or an-ers?
an article. Because it's got an a at the beginning of the word and you say an because that's how you're English.
I mean, I would have said an article.
Yeah, an article.
A hearse, not an hearse. Not even an hearse.
No, it's a
because you'd be fucking... No.
A earth.
Lovely imagery there, Cersei. You're welcome. Candle up the bum, Charmander cosplay. Yeah. Charmander.
It's wiggly the friggin' lit candle on your eye.
How are you holding that candle? Charmander.
Not bad.
They're the one who came up with it, not me. I just went with it. Yes, for birthdays, you put it inside, light it, and sing a birthday song for your loved one. I prefer Charmander, to be honest.
Armchair spaceman. You're wrong. It's a earth.
Depends on the thing for me,
Oh,
but
Jesus.
the light bulb is right out. Flab, what the? That's a large donation. I don't know what the number is, but that's...
Flab. Okay, here's a donation for whiskey. Cheers. Thank you very much. Thank you, Warren. Thank you, Jellyfish.
I do enjoy the flab because I have the flab.
What if Deadpool had a flame? I thought, what, isn't Deadpool like badly burned? Isn't that like a bit offensive?
Deadpool, no, Deadpool is made of cancer. He's He's not badly burnt. He's so cancerous, but he also has a healing factor.
Oh, so he's constantly getting hurt while also healing. Oh god, that's fucking horrible. Oh
Why do you think he's insane?
Jesus.
Deadpool is in constant agony.
Horrible.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't realize you didn't know that.
No, I don't pick up on things like that.
Yeah. So he's got a Wolverine-esque healing factor mixed with incredibly voracious cancer. A Buzz Lightyear toy was found up someone's bum.
That is making my skin crawl. Ugh.
If I'm correct, I want to thank...
Cornhole. Beavis and Butthead and Cornhole.
I think Flab donated nearly $100.
Fuck, why?
I don't know.
Why?
To say Flab. Jesus Christ, thank you. I mean, that's fantastic. That pays for a part of the couch. So that's like genuinely made me feel quite good. Yeah. This message intentionally left blank. Bourbon. Wait a second. It's like those pages that say blank on them. And as a kid, you were like, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. And then as an adult, you go, yeah, of course you want it to say that. Otherwise, you don't know if it's supposed to be blank. That's brilliant.
Right, but the point of the question was a disconnect between speaking and writing when you drop letters randomly. I don't drop letters randomly.
She drops them all. There are no H's in her vocabulary.
There's certain letters that I drop.
Mm. If they're at the start of a word.
Yeah, they're not random.
English is not a purely phonetic language, and only those who didn't go out of their way to pronounce a word for... What? Okay. Why not? Buy also whiskey. I will buy it all.
This message is intentionally left blank. Bourbon.
Yes, I already read that. Were you not listening?
Yeah, but that doesn't make any sense. It's not blank if you...
I think that might be the joke. She's very good at comedy. You can see why I didn't marry her.
Yay! It's an apron.
Who's an apron?
You ever the story of aprons?
Oh, apron.
Started out as naprons, kin to napkins, and then an apron became an apron.
Is this a comment or something that you're saying?
It does sound like something I would say, but no, it's a comment.
Okay.
It does sound like it actually does sound like bullshit that I come out with randomly.
Oh, did you know this fucking
Yeah, did you?
tedious, boring, pointless fact?
It's not pointless.
It's a
The
bit-
facts I come out with are not pointless. They're interesting in the moment. And then
Most
I
of the
totally
facts you come out with are about fucking Egypt.
True.
She's a bit obsessed.
I like Egypt.
Found out the other day that I mean, I'm not bothered when she brings up the Egypt thing. I just make fun of her for it. But I make fun of her for lots of things, so I don't know why this specific thing.
Of course, I like Egypt.
But I haven't finished my story. It's talking about what's it called? Masking.
Yeah.
And Mrs. Sick, like, she makes faces
You've got a pack
and
of biscuits on your desk.
no, they're not biscuits.
What are they?
They're something that you don't want.
What are they?
They're crackers.
Ugh.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, exactly. I told you there was something that you don't want. If they were biscuits, you'd be like,
No.
Gib.
It's basically just eating cardboard. It's horrible.
no. But if it was biscuits,
Right, you were saying.
yeah. And I asked if you masked with me, and you said only with talking about Egypt stuff because I want to talk about it way more.
Yeah, I do.
Like almost every single conversation we have, I'm assuming Egypt comes into her mind.
And when you bring something up, it reminds me of something of ancient Egypt, and a lot of the time, I'll just keep that to myself.
I don't mind. It's just, I don't know. Egypt is the place to be. Egypt. The more you look at it, it definitely looks like Egypt. Egypt, he did. Threw up everywhere. It was horrible.
Egypt is a Greek word. Well, it's an adaptation from a Greek word. It's the name that they gave to the country. It's not technically. It's not the actual name of the country. It's how we decided to call it as Europeans.
Cool. Oh my, the pyramids. If you pronounce your T's and H's, you get thrown in the house, or the calder, or the umber.
Umber.
I know how that word's pronounced. It's not humber. I've been told off for that. Because I said it was the humber. So I went, no,
Umber.
it's the umber.
It's umber.
Umber. You people and your fucking wrong English. Jesus. How dare you make fun of God? He created all from the beginning and built everything. Praise Sol and his son Mithras.
What's your favourite insult?
My favourite insult. I like melt. I like calling people melts.
Melt's pretty good.
Melt's pretty good. Nothing comes to mind, but I'm sure if I spent a long time with a big list, I could probably find one. I could tell you what some of my favourite words are. One of my favourite words is bludgeon. And my favourite word to go with it is cudgel. Because you can bludgeon someone with a cudgel. And it's a correct sentence. And if you don't know what that means, it would be to batter someone's head in with something that's akin to a mace. Speaking of Kingdom Come Deliverance. Bludgeon everybody with a cudgel, you'll beat the game easy peasy.
I like insults that are not really like swear words as well. Like when you call somebody like a plant or a plant pot. I like that one.
Things that aren't,
things I can say around the kids, basically.
Disregard that message sent before I was done. I disregard most messages, I'll be honest. I pay very little attention because I don't brain it very good. Shakespeare had the best insults of all time. I bite my thumb at you. I never understood that one.
I thought it was an Italian insult.
Probably. I don't know. Is it worse to be a knob, a spanner, or a bellend? It's probably worse to be a bellend.
Yeah, I was going to say Bellend's pretty
Because
bad.
Bellend is the foreskin pulled back tip of a cock. And that seems like a most graphic of insults. Knob and spanner. Knob is ruder than spanner. But they're all penises.
Spanner's like, someone who's a bit silly. A knob can go either way. It's either really aggressive or kind of silly.
Spanner is pretty soft. Knob
Bellend is usually used.
None of them are like calling someone a prick. Like none of them are at that level of insult.
Yeah.
They're all pretty low tier, but of the low tier, I would
don't
say
know.
Bellend was the.
British people, though, we insult each other for fun, so.
Well, I mean, calling someone a fucking dickhead is like not. If it's in the right context, it's not considered particularly bad.
Yeah.
Listening to a lot of Tom Cardy recently, who's an Australian who does funny songs, and he's got a bit in one of his songs. The song's called "Read Between the Lines," and there's a bit where in Australia someone says, "All right, legend," it means that you're about to get stabbed. Like if they called you a cant in the way that only Australians can, that's like really friendly. But if they start saying things that could be construed as like positive, they probably means they're gonna kick the shit out of you.
Fanny spanner.
A fanny spanner. That's an interesting take. You fanny spanner. I do quite like that. Tosspot is great.
Yeah.
Mudblood. I'll have no fucking racism here. Jesus Christ. Get out of here. Terrible. I did always think that was a pretty fucking harsh term. It's like, Jesus Christ. The stream may be terrible, but it's surprisingly entertaining. Enter terrible. I made up a new word. That's how good I am.
He even did finger guns.
I didn't. My hands are behind my head at the moment. I would reach forward to do finger guns, but that sounds like fucking effort. And if there's one thing that I'm not doing for this stream is put in any effort whatsoever. Smeghead. Okay, so Smeghead is not a term you will find 99.9% of any British person will ever call someone a Smeghead unless they are directly referencing Red Dwarf. Because Smeg is not a term that comes up generally. But there is a great, fantastic fucking scene from one of the Red Dwarf conventions, or it was a general convention, but Red Dwarf were there. And this little, she was probably like 13, 14 American girl came up to the mic to ask a question, and she's like, "What does Smeg mean?" And just they all just fucking ducked down behind their fucking table. And if you don't know what Smeg means, it is the term smegma, which is basically to do with jizz. Red Dwarf made up its own slang, yeah. That's part of Spunker Chief. That's great. That's part.
Smegma is actually the substance which sperm swims in.
Yeah, it's the cum jelly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing that goes cold.
Although when people think of Smeg, they think of the Smeg residue is generally
Smeg residue.
I think smegma is the proper bit, but Smeg is what's left over.
Right, okay.
Like dried smegma becomes Smeg, I think. It's fantastic. It's a good word. And I feel it wouldn't be the end of the world for it to become like standard vernacular, but no. Knob cheese is good. Terms for cum are fantastic. Dick splatter, dick splash, cock snot. That's one of my favorites. There are some absolutely fantastic words for jizz, especially from the UK. And yet Smeg makes kitchen appliances. Yeah, the first time I ever saw a Smeg kettle, I was just like, that kettle's Smeg. Red Dwarf denied that, but of course that's where they got it.
Dream cream. Oh my god.
No, I mean Smeg equal knob. Yes. Delicious knob cheese. Wow, today I learned by the 6th Today I learned about SMEG. And I know for a fact that one of you will go on to talk about SMEG for like the next week because you'll comment in a video telling me about it. And that's fine. Like the amount of stupid fucking things that I've said that people then continue to say every day for the rest of their lives. I'm not sure a person like me should have that power. But
it's just yogurt rifle. I've not heard that one.
Yogurt rifle. I mean, that would be for the penis in its entirety. That is pretty good. I always liked pork sword. Pork sword is like, I don't know. There's not a lot of sexy terms for penis. None of them. There's none.
Even the word penis is not sexy.
Penis isn't a sexy term. Like vagina isn't a sexy term. But like what? I can't think of many things that you would say
Long boy
during sex that aren't just, do you want me cock in you? Like, do you want me pork sword in you? Would just completely fucking kill the mood. I can't, yeah. Most of those things are just funny terms. Penises are funny.
It's man cannon.
Man cannon. That just makes me think it does something else, to be honest. What? People around my area use bad abortion / incomplete abortion as an insult.
Oh God.
Fucking hell, that's grim. Meat bat. Salami. I always like slapping the salami for masturbation. What are your best masturbation terms for male genitals specifically?
Slender love stick.
Have we had spam javelin yet?
Spam javelin.
Pepperami. Depends how skinny your penis is. If yours is a pepperami, I do pity you.
I'm sure we've had this conversation before on the stream.
Of course we have, but that doesn't stop it being funny. It's a drunk stream for the most part, or at least 50% of it. I started immediately thinking of using SMEG in my talks with co-workers tomorrow.
I think you should.
I was smegging about, yeah.
You just come up behind them, put your hands on their shoulder, and just go SMEG, and walk away.
Have you heard the good word of Smegmas Christ?
Smegmas Christ. Our Lord and Saviour, Smeg.
I mean, to be honest, that might end up. I'm in the middle of writing a video, and if I remember that might end up in the video. So you heard it here first. Smegmas Christ. Dr. Cox, how many do you have? Flogging the dolphin. I mean, if your penis is grey, I suppose.
And intelligent.
Your penis is grey, intelligent, and majestic. You want to swim with it. Oh, there was a fucking.
Oh my God! Waxing the carrot. Oh my God!
I mean, for starters, who the fuck waxes carrots? Not drunk yet. Getting there. That is doing a number 3. You are the bestest and the sickest. I am pretty sick, I'll be honest. That is true. Jacking the beanstalk. Oh, I like that. Polishing the lighthouse. I mean, that's
pretty good.
I'm not insignificant size-wise, but I wouldn't go with lighthouse.
Smegging about. Look him over there, smegging about.
These fucking kids outside, they're just smegging about out there. What the fuck's a smegging about? Oh, you don't want to know. They're just jizzing it off.
Feeding the dogs.
Oh my God, what? I mean, what you do in your time alone.
No, I think it's the action that you do when you're feeding the dogs.
I don't know. I don't. That seems like a very ineffective way to achieve that particular thing. Sometimes I sit on my hand until it goes numb and rub one out. Call it a stranger, yes, because it feels like somebody else. I've never tried that, but I take it on good authority it doesn't work. on me.
Burping the worm.
Burping the
Oh
worm.
my god.
Here we go, darling. You're just patting it on the top. Evicting the toads. I like that. In high school, my friends and I started saying playing Tetris as a euphemism for masturbation. Cleaning the pipes. That's a fucking classic. That's a classic, and it's partially true. Using the rod to part my C's. Time to get nailed and hammered. Please text me the second coming. Fill me with the Holy Spirit. I mean, that has whole other connotations if it's coming from a priest. Jesus Christ. Or towards one, at least. Changing the oil of my olives. I am desperate for a piss. Miss is sick.
Just powling the oven.
Foul in the oven. That's good. Enjoy a few. I need a piss. And no, I'm not going for a wank. Fuck me.
My god, the guy has so much gas. What do you guys want to talk about now, since he's fucked off? I can hear you, but they can't. Quick, ask me something before he starts censoring you guys. Stationary calisthenics. I have used prostate scrub and prostate cycle. I don't know how that would work though. Because they're not really wanking term, is it? Because unless you're like sticking something up your ass and doing it, I guess. Babe. Yeah. Have you ever give yourself a cheeky bum wank? He just sighed at me.
You're not even saying it right. Cheeky bum wank.
Cheeky bum wank.
It's not called a cheeky bum wank.
I don't know what it is.
It's called a pokey bum wank.
Right, okay.
It's far more descriptive than cheeky. I mean, it is pretty cheeky depending on where you do it. I mean, they ask you to leave the library when... not that I would know anything about that. Do the washing up, Sir Sick. Mild green fairy, £6. What the fuck? Jesus Christ. Why do they call it the oven when the food in go out hot? What the fuck did you just say to me?
Are you okay? Do you need an ambulance?
Blink. Are they keeping you against your will? John 73 John says, Mrs. Sick, you've been doing great work for the animations and drawings for the channel. Does it ever get annoying, all the things he says that you have to draw? She doesn't have to draw shit.
You don't tell me what to draw.
She picks.
I usually do it myself.
There's very, very occasionally she asks for notes if she can't spot anything, and then she draws that. But usually I just leave her to her own devices, and some of the shit she comes up with takes me by surprise. You can tell when she's had particularly fun doing it, because she turns to look at me and just smiles. Or she'll be sat there, I'll see her working, and then she'll just lean back doing her cackle. She'll go, and I go, oh God, what has she done this time? She was asking me for a particular sound effect. So, should I do this or this? And then, like 3 minutes later, she was like, never mind. I was pissing her pants laughing. Living here, I can't compete with a British person in imaginative insults. All you have to do is be imaginative about it. Just look it up. Look it up. Think about it, I mean.
It's more like you allow yourself to be weird, and that usually helps.
Yeah. I was quite pleased with toothpaste sandwich. Because, like, there was more thought put into that than just words as well. Because a toothpaste sandwich would initially be... You'd bite it and you go, oh, it's a minty sandwich. And then you chew it a bit and you'd be like, oh my God, that's fucking gross, actually. So it's like, it would seem nice until you actually try it, and then it's disgusting. And that's why I think it was Matt Powell is a toothpaste sandwich. He seems, on the surface of it, You might think that he's an okay person, and then as soon as you take a bite, it's like, oh, it's actually disgusting in here, and an unpleasant mintiness. Mm. Ah, that's cute. You two are cute. Well, she's an asshole, and I'm a prick. So, perfect. Go together like, oh dear. Omni Shambles. That is very shambolic. We all know Sol created the world and gave Romulus the power to lead and create the most perfect nation. Praise Sol. I only know Romulus from Star Trek.
I'm just trying to keep up, but it's too difficult for me to read that fast.
Is it going too fast for you?
It just keeps.
I just pick a random thing and read that.
Okay.
Oh, the lovely Matt Powell.
I can't read. That's a compliment. No, Mark. No.
No compliments allowed. Not for her, anyway. I love compliments. Compliment away. Talk about how awesome I am, or how funny I am, and how pretty I am.
And then you just hear on the table.
Why would I do it under the table? You'll hear the full. Hello there. First time catching you guys live. Well, you're fucking late because we're going in 10 minutes. I mean, you got a few minutes, so you can at least enjoy. You can allow the sickness to roll over you like a wave of vomit.
Of nausea, yeah.
Wave of nausea. Now having English as my primary language doesn't help. I got some in my primary native language and translating them, but it doesn't sound right. Give us some. Translate some of your best. What are the best insults in your language? And we'll see if we can recombobulate them. Or they might sound brilliant. Because you'd be surprised at how some insults just sound absolutely fantastic. I mean, it's not an insult, but one of my favourite translations of something was from Polish to English. And it was Puss in Boots. And a Polish friend of mine said that in Poland, we call him Cat in Shoes. And I thought that was the fucking most adorable thing I'd ever heard in my goddamn life. Love Spigot. Good job hiring a talented animator, Sirsic.
Oh,
I mean...
Fuck you, Ro.
I didn't have to hire her. She came begging.
I don't get paid. Why would I get paid?
You get paid by getting to live in my house. Just give me a right look now. You get to live in our house.
I get paid.
And to order me about to fucking rearrange the living room.
My payment, my wage is chores from around the house because no one else seems to do them.
What, you mean the chores that you specifically want done? Because that's how things you want done work.
It's not that. It's I ask you to help me do something.
Yeah.
Which is lovely.
Yeah.
And then I look back at what you've done, and I'm like,
it's not good enough.
It's not good enough. I have to do it myself now.
Yeah.
So
her payment is being a picky cow. And her other payments are, I go couch shopping with her because she desperately wants a new couch. Now, let's not be wrong. I'm going to enjoy the new couch.
But you have a very bachelor mindset of, oh, it'd be fine. I'll just use that. It'd be fine. Where I'm like, wouldn't you like something nicer? Yeah, I would. Well, could you get something nicer? Nah.
I don't even know what you fucking mean.
Anything.
What would be fine? I'm all about spending money specifically on good things.
Yeah, but the only thing you like to upgrade is your computer or you getting new game consoles.
I like to upgrade everybody's computers in this house, and everybody in this house uses computers all the time. So I think that that's a good call. Thank you very much.
Hey, there you go. I get paid in exposure.
I mean, she does get her tits out quite a lot. I get my knob out quite a lot too, so she gets really paid in exposure there.
You love to wiggle.
That is an expensive penis.
I love it because he walks in the room and he has this like coy look on his face, like he's up to something. And I'm like, what? What's he doing? I
And then I
just
pull
and
chocolates
and
out
then
of my
I'm like,
crotch.
just ignore him, just carry on looking at your phone. And then he starts like slowly stripping, and then he wiggles his penis at me.
Ba-da-ba. It's similar to you getting...
It's just very odd. It's such an odd behaviour.
The dust protects the furniture. To be fair, dusting isn't something either of us really do.
No, I don't like.
Occasionally we'll walk around the house with a cobweb duster.
I don't like pushing dust into the air.
Yeah, she can't do it and I don't because...
When
and
I
you
do
can't
that,
be in the room.
No, every time I'm like, oh, everything needs a dusting. I'll dust it, and then dust goes on in the air, and then it sets my asthma off.
Yeah, and then she's fucked.
So I fine, just leave it.
Dusting gets done on like screens and stuff, but not that often.
The microfiber cloths work really well.
Yeah, because they'll actually pick up the dust instead of just zooping it into the air like an asshole. You know, cleaning happens, but it happens at a relaxed pace.
What is my definition of a bachelor? Usually, men don't really care about their furniture. They don't really care about decorating. I think like they try and keep things as simple as possible.
I decorated the living room.
You didn't decorate it. It's been the same since we moved in.
I decorated the living room. I changed the wallpaper.
Oh yeah, we did, didn't you?
Yes, and I did that.
I remember now.
Yeah, she likes to forget things too.
Shut up, you're forgetful as well.
I might be forgetful, but I remember the things you did.
You leave the oven on so many times. You're wasting valuable resources.
The only valuable resource that gets wasted occasionally is whiskey. And then I get very sad.
I really thought you were going to say my jizz then.
No. That thing's not valuable. Right, reminders to dust in the dust. When you, you know, if you're that guy who sees a dirty van and writes "clean me" in it, you're very witty.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's what I use. I use a vacuum to dust. That's basically what I do because it's so much better than using an actual duster.
Sorry, what do you dust with the vacuum? Telly wouldn't be much good.
No, I can't do the screens because they're too fucking high up because somebody who is like a foot taller than me put them on the wall.
We don't really have that many surfaces that collect dust. The only thing that gets dusty is under the telly, which does get very dusty. And occasionally I'll just wipe it down.
But like I'll vacuum the skirting boards. And I vac like the top of the door frame.
Like we don't have like a grand piano that gets covered in dust or anything like that. There's not a lot of flat surfaces. Most of the surfaces that we have get used constantly, so they don't have time to get dusty. So
the only thing that I know that is definitely dusty is under the TV because of all the console stuff you got on there.
Yeah.
Which I'm not allowed to touch.
I didn't say you weren't allowed to touch it. You're just not allowed to move it.
I'm not. I can go and touch it and leave a fingerprint in the dust.
You can clean it if you want.
No, I dare. I'm not putting vacuum cleaner against those.
I mean, that would probably be fucking terrible for me.
That's my point.
Anyway, it is a minute before the hour, and I have work to do. So I think we're going to leave it pretty much there. But for whatever reason you came, thank you for coming and enjoying our little what did spat? I was going to say skit then, because we've been arguing with each other for like the last 10 minutes.
Yeah, but we do that a lot anyway.
I know, it's fun. I ain't old enough to drink yet. America sometimes, I swear. But here's to the whiskey fun. Thank you very much, Biddigan.
Biddigan.
I will report you for buying me alcohol.
Oh, Demon Knob, here you go. Gravy, 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 gravy. There you go.
Dry gravy.
Yeah, but he's a member, so I say it for him.
You say it for him because you love him.
Yeah. Me and Demon Knob are actually having an affair.
I knew it. It's an emotional affair.
Well, I never speak to him. Or her, I don't even know.
It,
yeah. I don't speak to the demon.
Demon.
I don't speak to the demon, and we never interact. But we're having an affair.
Cool. Anyway, bye.
Bye.